Have you ever been one decision away from changing your entire life, without even realizing it? On a cold, rainy morning, a young woman named Emily woke up believing this would be the most important day of her life. Months of searching, countless rejected applications, and endless sleepless nights had finally led to one opportunity. A job interview at one of the city's biggest companies. She ironed her only business outfit the night before, carefully placed her resume inside a folder, and whispered to herself, "This is my chance." As she stepped outside, dark clouds covered the sky. Within minutes, heavy rain began to fall. Emily opened the only umbrella she owned and hurried toward the office. She checked the time again and again. Every minute mattered. Missing this interview wasn't an option. Then, just a few streets away, something caught her attention. An elderly man sat alone at a bus stop. His clothes were completely soaked. His hands trembled from the cold, and people passed by without even looking at him. Some stared. Most simply walked away. Emily slowed down. She looked at the old man. Then she looked at her watch. If she stopped, she would probably be late. If she kept walking, she might get the job she had dreamed about for months. The old man noticed her and smiled. "It's all right," he said softly. "Don't worry about me. I'll wait for the rain to stop." Emily hesitated for just a second. Then, without another thought, she walked over and placed her umbrella into his hands. The old man looked surprised. "But what about you?" he asked. Emily smiled. "I'll be okay." And with that, she turned around and walked into the pouring rain. By the time she reached the office building, her clothes were soaked. Her hair dripped with water, and even the papers inside her folder had become wet. She rushed inside, breathing heavily, hoping she had made it just in time. The receptionist looked up with sympathy. "I'm sorry," she said gently. "The interview's finished a few minutes ago." Emily stood there in silence. Weeks of preparation, hours of practice, everything was over. She thanked the receptionist politely and slowly walked back outside. The rain had almost stopped. As she made her way home, she couldn't help wondering if she had made the biggest mistake of her life. But strangely, she didn't regret helping the old man. That evening, she made herself a cup of tea, changed into dry clothes, and tried to convince herself that another opportunity would come someday. The next morning, her phone rang. She almost ignored it. Unknown number. Finally, she answered. A calm voice said, "Good morning, Emily. We'd like to invite you for a special interview at Horizon Group today." Emily frowned. "There must be some mistake," she replied. "We're expecting you at 10. The call ended. Confused but hopeful, she put on her now dry interview clothes and headed to the address. When she arrived, she was amazed. The building was even more impressive than the first company. She was escorted upstairs into a beautiful executive office with floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the city. In the middle of the room was a large leather chair facing away from her. "Please have a seat," a familiar voice said. The chair slowly turned. Emily's eyes widened. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. The elderly man from the bus stop was sitting there. Only this time, he wasn't wearing worn-out clothes. He was dressed in an elegant navy blue suit. Several senior executives stood quietly behind him. He smiled. "Yesterday," he began, "I spent the morning outside our offices. I wasn't waiting for a bus. I was waiting to see who still believed kindness mattered." He paused. "Hundreds of people walked past me. Some laughed. Some pretended not to see me. But you," he smiled again, "you gave away the only thing protecting you from the rain." Emily felt tears forming in her eyes. "I missed my interview because of that," she whispered. "I know," the old man replied. "And that's exactly why you're here today." He reached into a drawer and placed an employee ID card on the desk. "You've already passed the most important interview." Emily looked at the badge in disbelief. The CEO stood up and walked toward her. "I can teach someone new skills. I can help them gain experience. But I cannot teach someone to care about another person when there's nothing to gain." He extended his hand. "Welcome to the Horizon family." Emily smiled through her tears as she accepted the badge. That rainy morning, she thought kindness had cost her the opportunity of a lifetime. Instead, it became the reason she received it. Because sometimes, the greatest opportunities don't arrive with a business card. Sometimes, they arrive carrying no umbrella at all.